Welcome to the Treehouse. I'm Mr. Brandon.
And I'm Aluminum Alloy Droid Model J316.
We like to play a game called Treehouse Trivia.
1 question, 3 answers, all based on Bible stories.
Here's how to play. We'll show you the questions and the choices. Then we'll tell you a quick story revealing the correct answer. Now you know the rules. Let's play the game. Saul and the army of Israel gathered together. They camped in the valley of Elah. They lined up their men to fight the Philistines. The Philistine army was camped on one hill. Israel's army was camped on another. The valley was between them. A mighty hero named Goliath came out of the Philistine camp. He was from Gath. He was more than 9 feet tall. He had a bronze helmet on his head. And he wore a bronze coat of armor. It weighed 125 pounds. On his legs, he wore bronze guards. He carried a bronze javelin on his back, and his spear was as big as a weaver's rod. His iron point weighed 15 pounds. The man who carried his shield walked along in front of him. Goliath stood and shouted at the soldiers of Israel. He said,
"Why do you come out and line up for battle? I am a Philistine. You are servants of Saul. Choose one of your men. Have him come down and face me. If he is able to fight and kill me, we will become your slaves. But if I win, and I kill him, you will become our slaves and serve us." Ha 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 ha. This very day, I dare the soldiers of Israel to send a man to fight against me.
Saul and the whole army of Israel heard what the Philistines said. They were terrified. Every morning and evening, Goliath came forward and stood there. He did it for 40 days. When David picked up his wooden staff, he went down to the stream and chose 5 smooth stones. He put them in the pocket of his shepherd's bag. He then took a sling in his hand and approached Goliath. David said to Goliath, "You are coming to fight against me with a sword, a spear, and a javelin. But I am coming against you in the name of the Lord who rules over all. He is the God of the armies of Israel. He is the one you have dared to fight against. This very day the Lord will hand you over to me, and I will strike you down. I will cut your head off. This very day I'll feed the bodies of the Philistine armies to the birds of the air. I'll feed them to the wild animals. The whole world will know that God is the God of Israel. The Lord doesn't save you by using a sword and a spear, and everyone who is here will know it. The battle belongs to the Lord. He will hand all of you over to us." As the Philistine moved closer to attack him, David ran quickly to the battle line to meet him. He reached into his bag and he took out a stone. He put it in the sling and he slung it at Goliath. The stone hit him in the forehead and sank into it. He fell to the ground on his face. So David won the fight against Goliath with the sling and a stone. He struck the Philistine down and killed him. And he didn't even use a sword. If you want to know more about this, you can read it in 1 Samuel 17, 2 through 11. Also 16, 40, and 45 through 50. Check it out. Well, that's it for this week's Treehouse Trivia. If you knew the answer before I gave it to you, find me Sunday and I'll give you a prize.